Just a moment. Who do we got? We got Selma. Hey, Selma. Selma, how was the party? I went to go see my ex Harrison. He told me that he likes me, and I told him I don't like you. And he started crying, and he said, "Oh, please." And
The
I said,
Infinity Pro 10 by 10 backlit display.
"Sorry." And I said, "I'm going to leave," and grab my arm and walk away. Way to stand up for yourself, Selma. Way to stand up for yourself. Happy to hear that. Smashed a cake and my two brothers. It was funny. Oh, I wish we saw a video of that. Lee says, "Good morning, Yogi." Good morning, Lee. Someone says, "Good morning to Lee." Hi, Buddha. Buddha says, "Good morning. Good morning to you." Someone says, "Scared of Harrison." Don't be scared. Be strong. Howdy, McBody. Howdy, McBody. Hey, Marlon. Lee says, "How are you, Yogi?" I'm doing good, Lee. Sissy's here, bright and early. Hey, Sissy. Grand Rising's all, and I love you. I love you too. Let's see. Buddha says, "Much respect, Yogi." Here in the background, we'll put you on the LSL. Also, if Cat ended. Thank you so much, Buddha. Cat says, "Good morning, beautiful Yogi." Good morning, beautiful Cat. All right. I'm going to read what I wrote this morning. If you guys don't mind me indulging myself. I got to put my shoes on too. Remind me. Don't let me end the live stream without putting my shoes on. So, I'm still often surprised by my own sadness. A presence that slides into my life with little announcement and makes itself right at home. Over half my life has been a process of release. Steady meditation, yoga, and other practices that have revealed profound states of healing silence from within. They have all been a huge relief and provide no small amount of comfort to me. Yet sadness remains a steady friend that visits regularly, remaining for the duration of its own imagined timeline. But here's the difference now. There's no rush to chase this friend away, no sense that I should be any different than I am at this very moment, whatever state that might be. This is just one more opportunity to be kind, another chance to extend love, only now all distances have been removed and I find myself in reciprocation of my own most profound practice, forgiveness. This is a holy type of forgiveness, not bound by any sense of past nor bargaining for a brighter future. It's about recognizing myself for who I am right now, who I've always been, even when feeling broken. Indeed, those have often been the most valuable times, letting the light in, allowing me to truly see myself again. So I often remind people, I often remind myself, Course in Miracles, yoga, Buddhism. It's not a path of self-improvement. The self gets improved by itself. Better said, let me grab my shoes. Better said, we see through the self that we think needs improvement. But it's an illusion. There's no self that needs improvement. There's no self at all. The self is a collection of memories, a collection of events, things, thoughts that we've accumulated over a lifetime and have held on to. I'm not saying that we can't appreciate them or that it might not even be valuable, but it's not who we truly are. If you've ever spent any time in meditation, you see through it rather quickly. Doesn't mean that it doesn't come back up though. But once you've had that experience, you're no longer quite as invested in that self that you think needs improvement as you used to be. Now here's what you want to do. When you get to that sense of profound understanding that you are love, never removed from the source of love. Hey, Lucy. All you want to do is love. You want to love your little self, your egoic self, through its brokenness. because through love, through forgiveness, you see right through it. As well, whatever someone presents you with, you no longer rush to try to fix them. Not everything needs to be fixed. Sometimes it just needs to be held. Sometimes it just needs to be loved. Sometimes I just need to be held. Sometimes I just need to be loved. And by that, I mean my own smallest broken sense of self. You guys, you, have not only held me in my smallest, most vulnerable sense of self, you've also revealed that light within me that allows me to see it within myself. What a profound gift you have offered me. And you know who you are. So thank you. Have you guys ever read The Invitation by Oriah Mountain Dreamer? It's rather long, but I can read it. Hey, Skits. Let me catch up in the chat, though, as we don't have a ton of time. The sun is still coming up earlier. It'll start coming up a little bit later in 5 more days, the summer solstice. What are we going to do for the solstice, guy? Here's my vote. We paint ourselves blue, take our clothes off, duct tape some antlers to our heads, and dance around the fire. Gat says, Lucy, I love your face, sweet Lucy. Someone says, Max told me to shut up. No one should ever tell you to shut up, Selma. No one should ever tell you to shut up. Ever. Lucy says, thanks so much, Kat. Skid says, hey, Dundee bro. Hi, Lee. Thanks, brother. Had to go up for my dad's, for Yogi's dad and all the dads to tell you I love you. Thank you, Skits. Skits, thank you for coming up and sharing your thoughts on Father's Day. That was one of the highlights of the entirety of my channel, my history of live streaming. He says, Skits, you're a great person. You're just you. You've been a great comfort and inspiration to keep plodding along. Then he says, sounds like a plan, Yogi. Wait a minute, I made a plan? How did I stumble upon a plan? Well, that's weird. I have made plans before. I've made pretty good training plans for ultra running. Someone says, I can't vote for a new president because I'm not. How old do you have to be to vote where you are? Sissy says, please don't rush too much this rising. I agree. Settle into the day. Someone says, you made a plan? I don't accuse me of making a plan. I've made no plan, Selma. Sometimes I stumble upon a plan. So let's read the invitation. Again, it's a little long. It's worth it. It doesn't matter. Sorry. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for, and if you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for your adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow, if you have been opened by life's betrayals, or if you have shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can stir with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it or fade it or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own, if you can dance with wildness that lets ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes without cautioning us to be careful, to be realistic, remembering the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you are telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself, if you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul, if you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty even when it is not pretty every day. and if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand at the edge of the lake and shout to the sliver of the full moon, yes. It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after the night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me if you know. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you came to be here. I want to know if you can stand in the center of the fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside when all else fails away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company you keep in the empty moments. I haven't read that in 25 years probably, and I don't know why it occurred to me this morning as I was getting ready to talk to you guys, but it did. Skip says, thank you. Our greater personally, brother, your compliment is a reflection of yourself. Bro, you are an inspiration to me. Keep going, bro. Let's see. Someone says, Sunday, I need breath work. Marlon says, if Yogi's up for it, I wouldn't mind breath work, but we can do sometime too, Soma. We got some unicorn vibes. Thank you, Lucy. Then he says, I'll be gone for a few minutes. See y'all in 5. Kat says, that's thought-provoking. It is. Reminds me a bit of Mary Oliver, who might be my favorite American poet. Might be my all-time favorite poet. Something came up on my Facebook page for Mary Oliver. Logos. Why wonder about the loaves and the fishes? If you say the right words, the wine expands. If you say them with love, and the felt ferocity of that love, and the felt necessity of that love, the fish explode into many. Imagine him speaking, and don't worry about what is reality, or what is plain, or what is mysterious. If you were there, it was all those things. If you can imagine it, it's all those things. Eat, drink, be happy. Accept the miracle, accept too each spoken word spoken with love. Man, does anyone say it better than or more beautiful than Mary Oliver? No pancakes today? For me? I don't know, only if you're coming up and making me pancakes. I think you could be here in about 6 hours, Kat. It's not going to be easy for me to wait that long for pancakes, but I have a feeling that yours would be the best pancakes I ever had. I'm willing to wait 6 hours. What would happen if you called in, if you called up your boss and says, pancake emergency in Maryland, gotta go, won't be in today? Hey, Sean. Well, Sean says, hey, do you know I have 1,182 likes on my dancing video? Well deserved. You got some serious moves there, my friend. So yeah, I need to do breath work and a bit of shadow work. We can do the breath work. Shadow work will present itself through the course of the day, my friend. Whatever you recognize as a trigger event, whatever you recognize as darkness in the outer world, whatever sets you on edge, whatever pushes your buttons, there is your shadow, right there. Anyone who comes up and acts as a troll, anyone who bumps into you, anyone who offers you anything other than light, is giving you the profound gift of the shadow. Can you shine your own light on it? Let me read one more thing from Mary Oliver. Normally, this is the afternoon stuff. I could devote each and every single live stream I do to just reading beautiful poetry and then talking about it and what it invokes within us. Morning at Blackwater. For years, every morning I drank from Blackwater Pond. It was flavored with oak leaves and also, no doubt, the feet of ducks. And always it assuaged me from the dry bowl of the very far past. What I want to say is that the past is the past and the present is what your life is, and you are capable of choosing what that will be, darling citizens. So come to the pond, or the river of your imagination, or the harbor of your longing, and put your lips to the world and live your life. You know what I think is the most daunting and savage and noble of all adventures? Sitting in silence with yourself. We think often, going out in the world and doing this and doing that and creating memories is the greatest adventure of our life because, hey, when we die, we're going to have those memories. When you die, those memories won't mean much. Carl says, what is the best topic? Best topic for pancakes? Best topping for pancakes. I've had pancakes with all kinds of topping, and I don't mind it. Pancakes, I eat what's served. I prefer them not to have chocolate chips. I've mentioned this before. But the greatest of all pancake is the pancake. Just the pancake. Made with love. The topping tonight is love. The topping this morning is love. That's a play from Hafiz. Hafiz wrote a wonderful book. The topic tonight is love. That's a lot of views, John. Well done. He says, I want to embark on one final adventure. Like what? Hey, Travel and Foods. Dundee says, I'll have a pancake date with Eric McCarty anytime he wants to. Speaking of that, I had two dates this morning. Oh, you know what? I've read Carl, and it was actually, I read it as if I was talking to Kat. I apologize. Nutella and banana. I've never had Nutella on pancakes. I've had peanut butter pancakes. They're pretty good. And I've had banana in and on pancakes. That's pretty good. But, man, the noble essence of pancake. Just a pancake. Solstice says, hope you didn't went well. Yeah, I'm not bragging. I had 2 dates. 2 dates with my oatmeal. He says something truly special and memorable with the children. Not sure what yet. Why would it be your final adventure, though? Who knows what adventure awaits for us? We can redefine adventure. We think of adventure as, again, being this something involved, that we have to manipulate our sense of danger, that we need to be on edge. If you've ever tried to sit for meditation with a busy mind, now you know what adventure is all about. If you've ever sat and tried to befriend yourself through a very profound sense of loneliness and sadness, that's the most difficult adventure you'll ever face. It's easy to rush out into the world. It's easy to jump off a cliff. It's easy to do a zip line, to parachute. You get a thrill of adventure. That's all it is. It's a thrill of adventure. It's the body. You want a real adventure? Embrace the soul. Find out who you truly are. Engage in self inquiry. Who am I? And dismiss every single answer that comes to you. Carl says, don't mind me, guys. I'm really hungry, so all I think about is food. That's okay. I don't mind talking about pancakes. Hey, Anthony. Anthony on the Move says, hi, everyone. Have a wonderful day. You too, Anthony. Thanks for coming in. We got some Buddha love. Thanks for the Buddha love. I agree. Skit's best pancake topping is another pancake. Hey, pure maple syrup is pretty awesome too. Congratulations, Sean. Hey, Mercy. Mercy says, hello, Eric, I love you. Hello, Mercy. I love you too. We got some unicorn vibes. All right, guys, I got to get ready to go. Let's do some breath work. One of my favorite breath works for the morning. Of course, we do Breath of Fire every morning. And by we, I mean me. But for those who haven't done it, it's a hard thing to guide people through in a short amount of time. I love when we have this short amount of time to do the physiological sigh, because that means we're going to leave tomorrow behind. We're going to leave sleep behind. We're going to embrace today with an all new, open, free opportunity. Sissy says peanut butter is pretty good on pancakes. I'll be honest with you. Peanut butter is good on almost everything. You know, not like dinner stuff. You don't want peanut butter on your spaghetti, or do you? Do you? Answer me that, guys. Do you want peanut butter on your spaghetti? Do you want peanut butter on your pizza? Probably not, but there's some of you who actually might. Peanut butter and oatmeal, awesome. Peanut butter on pancakes, awesome. Peanut butter on peanut butter and cookies, all good. We got more Buddha love. Thank you, Buddha. Peanut butter on the roof of your dog's mouth is an incredibly awesome thing to watch. Sissy says, I do like it with apples and celery. Kat says, I keep peanut butter and bananas in my car almost all the time. Kat, you might be the all-time best traveling companion ever. I can just see Kat turning and saying, oh, hey, I got peanut butter and bananas. Do you want one? Kat, in this very moment of hearing that, I could not love you more. So Source is laughing, says facts. We love that, Cat and Jack. We do love that, Cat and Jack. So what's the verdict? The verdict on the pancake date for me and you. When can you get over here? It's got to be on a Sunday though. Sunday's pancake day. Only because the vegan place only serves them on Sundays. Carl says, Sean, now someone named Carl subscribed to you. Awesome, Carl. I wonder who that could be. Mary says, hi. Thank you, Mary Z. MW Support Official says, like 17. Appreciate that. All right, let's do the breath work. Let's get out and walk in the early morning light. MW Support says, hi, Eric. I love you. Thank you, Mercy. Mercy, I love you too. You're an awesome friend. You are an awesome friend. So the physiological sigh, and let's offer ourselves up in prayer right afterwards. Who's in? Who's in? Who's ready? Someone says, I love you, Dundee. You are my best friend. It's a good friend to have as a best friend. Can't go wrong with Dundee as a best friend. I know right now my two cats are thinking, hey, what about us? Yeah, they're okay. Sissy says, there may be a synchronicity or two my rising energy forecast. Well, ready as ever. I can't wait to listen to the energy forecast. All right, let me face you guys eye to eye. This time it's personal. Someone says, pooping up the place. Well, someone had to do it, and I'm glad you stepped up to get the job done. All right. Physiological sigh. Good morning, Anna. Anna, we're about to do some breath work. And then I got to run. Hey, Sniper. Love you all. Love you too. Mercy says, like your shirt, Eric. Lovely color. Thank you. This is the hills of Ellicott City. It was a very tough 5K. Somewhere on the shirt it says, even the downhills are uphill. And it was a hilly race. Not my fastest 5K. None of my 5K were my fastest 5Ks. Someone said what she said. I guess that's, I don't know. Mercy says, where's my jacket, Eric? I don't know. I don't know why, but let's take care of that. Fix, my friend. Mary says, hi, Anna. So we're going to do the physiological sigh. We breathe in through the nose. We fill our lungs up, but only about 80%. Because that other 20%, we're going to take in a sip of air as if we're topping off the tank. So, sip. Exhale through the mouth with a big sigh of relief, letting everything go. Not just the breath, but yesterday. Let it go. This is the ultimate breath of forgiveness. We're letting everything go so we fully embrace the present moment. So we'll do some affirmations in between. We're going to shake things out in between. We're going to do 3 breaths. That's awesome, Sean. Now you know what it takes. All right, guys, we are ready. So, breathing in nice and deep through the nose. Sip. Exhale. Shake out the arms, guys. Shake out the arms. Shake everything out. Shake everything out. We're letting go of any stuck energy. Getting things moving. Embracing the present moment with a new vibration of happiness, of joyfulness that is unconditional, that has no cause, no purpose other than being joyful and happy. Breath number 2. Deep through the nose. Sip. There's only and always this present moment. And with that out breath, we have stepped fully into it. Yesterday truly does not matter. There was no yesterday. There was no yesterday. There's right now. And right now, the joy that you've embraced with this breath will precede you through the day. Your ever present future moment stepped into right now, always right now. One more breath. We breathe in through the nose. Sip. One more shake. Whatever you find that's shakeable, shake. Shake it all. Shake it all. Shake the hands, shake the toes. Shake the other stuff. If you have it to shake, shake it all, guys. Shake it all. That old energy stuck, moved through the system, just left your fingertips, just left your toes. It just found its way down your spine, through the root center, back into the earth. And now we have a celestial light coming in, the crown, the 7th chakra, filling us with the light of who we truly are And it's that we extend through the heart center. Every single person we meet today receives a blessing, receives a gift. And the gift, the blessing, the light is you. Nothing more than you, who you truly are. And who you truly are, and who you think you are, the little brokenness of the ego right now that might be hurt, that might need to hear this, I love you. I love the brokenness, and I love the wholeness of who you are right now in this moment. I love you. Marlon says, shake it, baby. Zipper says, attention can be a beautiful thing. It can. Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. Let's do it together. I hope you guys did it with me. You can shake your booty. But you gotta shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. There's a proper sequence to it. Soulstar knows this. You can't just shake your booty. You can't just shake and then shake and then shake. It's got to be, you got to shake, 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 shake your booty. That's 7 shakes per booty. So, someone says, shake your booty. Mary Aziz says, yes, I'm shaking. We got some unicorn vibes. Skits is laughing. An awesome morning, guys. Then he says, now we got to see you shaking. You saw me shake everything that's shakeable. You saw me shake everything that's shakeable in public. Lucy's laughing. Anna says, thank you so much, Yogi. Thank you, Anna. Sissy says, shake, shake, shake. She knows how to do it. Shake, shake, shake. Then, and only then, shake your booty. It's a proper recipe. Got to follow the formula. I also recommend for those who have a certain age, you got to warm up. I can't shake my booty the way I used to shake my booty. I got to properly warm up. Right frame of mind, a little bit of breath work, and then, only then. Carl says, wonderful lesson, Yogi. That was it. That was the full lesson. Marla says, do a proper 3-count square dance. I can't even do an improper 3-count square dance. I can't even do a 1-count square dance. Marla says, gotta have his hot punch shaken properly. So it's a little to the left, a little to the right. Shake it off. Shake it off, guys. Ready to spread. Lucy's laughing. Someone says, my butt is shaking. Be careful. The more squats they do, the less the booty shakes. My squat day will be Wednesday. All right, I'm going out. I'm going to take my walk. Love you guys. Thank you. I've enjoyed immensely our last few live streams. Thank you for that gift. Lucy says, see you later, Yogi Aaron. See you, Lucy. Thanks for the unicorn vibes. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your friendship. Someone says, it's funny. Marlon says, Sissy, well, maybe you can learn to the control to make it shake dance like a peck dance. I can do that. Not bragging. Sissy says, see you again soon. Never goodbye. I love you all. I love you too. Lucy says, always my good friend. Marlon says, love you all too. And all your buns. Someone says, see you at 1. And then what's the other time, Soma? I will see you at 1. And I will see you at 5:25. I love you guys.